Hi, Rachelle. So I'm gonna make you a video and tell you about all the things that I did this week because wow, I had a pretty interesting week myself. Um, First off, I'm really sorry that your concert was a bummer, but I'm making a video. When I was in choir, in middle school, the first show was always the worst. So, I mean, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but you do have a new choir director, so just, just give her just be a little patient with her. She's really, really scared and really nervous to teach you guys, so just keep that in mind. For me, like when I teach English club, I always notice that the second class that I teach of the day is way better than the first class. Like the first class is unrehearsed and it's blah and we don't get everything we want to get done and so it's tough. So just give her a little bit of time. She'll figure it out, and she might not figure it out this year, but hopefully she'll figure it out in the coming years. Otherwise that's not going to be fun for anybody later. I've kind of become a choir director myself, actually, with my classes. I taught my 6A, 6B, 5A, 5B. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas because they like to sing Christmas songs for some reason. Most of them are Muslim, but they really like Christmas songs. And the religions here are weird because like most of the population is Muslim, but they celebrate Christian holidays. Like not the way Christians do, but they have little feasts and they all hang out and they all get together and they love parties here. Trust me, they love parties here. I was actually at a party last night. Um, so yesterday was probably the most interesting day of my week. Well, I don't know. No, I had two really interesting days this week. Yesterday, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I sat outside with my French friend, Laure, and waited for like an hour for my host mom to wake up. And then we were late, and we had a 3-hour bus drive to the holy city of Senegal, which is Touba, and it's 3 hours away. And we were going for a baptism for someone in her family, and she invited me and Lo. And so we got up at 4 in the morning, and I had to put on that god-awful Tabaski dress that I hate to wear so much. It's beautiful, but God, it's uncomfortable, and it's hot, and it sticks to you because it's like silky. Oh, it's awful. I had to wear that all day. So we, well, it's been really cool outside lately, actually. So I have that to be thankful for. Um, um, Sorry, Facebook people are talking to me. Anyways, so we took this 3-hour bus ride into the middle of nowhere, and then we arrived in Touba at like, I don't know, I'd say, what time do you think we arrived in Touba yesterday? What time do you think we arrived in Touba yesterday? What time? Like 10, 9-ish? Anyways, and we got off the bus, and it was crazy. There were so many people, and then we went to my host mom's house, and there were even more people, and they were all like screaming and dressed up and dancing and singing and clapping their hands, and it was so insane. Like I'm glad I had another white tuba with me because it was really overwhelming. We just kind of like looked at each other like, what is going on? This is so crazy. Uh, they're really into getting dressed up and doing makeup and everything and singing and dancing and clapping and talking really loud and laughing at you. The unfortunate part about Tuba is that not a lot of white people go there, so none of the children are used to seeing white people. So every time that me and all like moved around in the house, children would just follow us and like stand in doorways and talk to us in Wolof, and we would say we don't speak Wolof, and then they would say Tubab, 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 and they'd laugh and point, and it was really, I felt like I was an exhibit at the zoo, essentially. So I didn't like it pretty much all day. I was like, this is really lame, I want to go home, to No Fly. But then I got to see the mosque, and like, I think I'm gonna write a blog about it, but it was legitimately one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was huge, and the tiles were really warm. Like, just walking, first off, you walk through the mosque barefoot, you don't wear your shoes, and I had to have like a full head covering. I had to like cover my hair and most of my face, and then my shoulders and my knees and everything, so I was wearing a big get up. But just walking through it was like unlike anything I've ever felt before. It was amazing, and it's huge. You should Google it, or Wikipedia it. It's called the Tuba. Well, the you wouldn't be able to pronounce. I can't pronounce the guy who founded its name, but it's the Great Touba Mosque, Touba Mosque in Senegal, and you can find it on Wikipedia. But it's so beautiful. I have some pictures of me in front of it, and that was really interesting. On Thursday, I went to Dakar with Lo and ate Japanese food. Oh, it was so. Oh no, that was Friday. That was Friday. Oh, it was so awesome. It was like the greatest day of my life. I also went to the beach Almadi, the beach Almadi, and that's the closest point in Africa. In all of Africa, that beach, Almadi, is the closest to the United States, to the West. So I was the closest that I could possibly be to you at that moment, on Friday. And I had some crepes, and I collected a bunch of shells for my mom because she likes shells. And that was a really interesting day. It was really hard getting back home, though. Public transportation here is, I want to say it's efficient, but because we're white, and from a foreign country, they think that you have a lot of money, like automatically. So every time you try to get a cab, they're trying to charge you a lot of money to go right down the street. And so I'm glad I had her with me because she was like negotiating in French. Not only that, but Senegalese people have no concept of time. So you could be in the taxi, and then the taxi driver just decides, hey, I'm going to pull over and wait for my friend to come talk to me, or get in the cab, or whatever. So that happens like all the time. Anyways, this is getting like 8 minutes long, so I'm going to send it to you. And I had a pretty good week overall. I really miss you too. Thankfully, I'm kind of glad I'm not there right now because of the snow and the cold, and I get text messages on my phone about the weather all the time, and I'm just like, I'm glad I'm here because I'm wearing short sleeve shirts and gym shorts right now, and I'm totally comfortable. I'm not even hot at all, so it's really nice. Anyways, so I will talk to you later, and hopefully I'll get to Skype with you guys on Christmas. I'm going into Dakar on the 23rd because school is out for 2 weeks. They're on holiday. And I'm going into Dakar with all of my friends, and we're going to go stay 3 extra nights at the hostel before the monthly meeting. So I'll be there the day before Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, hopefully. So, inshallah. So I will talk to you later, and send me a message, and I love you. Bye.